Hey, it's Tuari from N360. Wanted to give an update on my hip flexor strain. Well, what I thought was a hip flexor strain. So I shared a few weeks back on Instagram and on my N360 Facebook page that I haven't been sharing the workouts that I've been doing or which videos or whoever I've been following because I haven't been working out doing my hip like I normally have, and that's because I had pain in my hips and I thought it was a hip flexor strain, which I thought was kind of funny or strange because I've been doing hip workouts for over a year and hadn't gotten a hip flexor strain. And so I actually found out or was reminded of the activities that happened right before the pain started. And that activity was my daughter asking me if I could do a split and me locking it and dropping it, saying yes and doing the split and couldn't go all the way down. And then the next day or a couple of days after that, the pain started. And so I remembered that, but I gave myself 2 weeks rest, attempted some yoga, following Sarah Beth Yoga, who is one of the yogis that I love to follow because I love her practices. And then the pain started back. So I went to the doctor this past Thursday and got an exam, and he had me do a couple of different turns and twists with my legs. And so he pulled it up and showed me exactly what it was, and he said, you have basically hip bursitis. And then when I told him I remembered about doing the split, he was like, yeah, you're not 20 anymore, and I am at heart. But anyway, that's what happened. So he gave me some medication. If you know me, you know I don't like taking prescription drugs, but because my hip had been hurting so long, I did. And like within 30-45 minutes, the pain stopped. However, as you know, with a lot of medications, especially prescription medications, come side effects. And the side effect was more detrimental than the hip pain to me. It tore my stomach up. And so I only took the prescription a day and a half. That second dose on that second morning, that first dose, I should say, of the second morning, had my stomach just in pain to the point where I was in the floor and my husband was rubbing my stomach, my daughter was rubbing my back, and I was like, nope, you're the CEO over your health. Do you want this, or do you want, what do you want? You want the hip pain? But because my hips have stopped hurting, I said, I'm not going to take it. And I reached out to my doctor, let him know what was going on. And he was like, if your hips feel better after taking it, you know, the first day, then don't take it anymore. So I'm not taking it anymore. But I am still doing the exercises that he told me to do. So I do still do those because I'm going to be honest, I miss working out. And I feel like I've accomplished so much physically, emotionally, and mentally by being committed to my workouts that I don't want to get off track. So I look forward to getting back on it. But he did tell me I can get back to my walking. So I did go walking the next morning. So I look forward to just doing that for a couple of more weeks and then getting back into my HIIT. He also told me I can get back to doing my core, which I'm really excited about. So I just wanted to share that, you know, there's still, I believe, a place in this world for Western medicine, but you just have to do your research. You have to know that, you know, a lot of the medications come with side effects. You have to make informed decisions. So for my inflammation that was causing the pain in my hips, I'm just staying with my turmeric. I'm staying with the turmeric and black pepper together, my ginger and garlic. And I just know, you know, with time and continuing to rest, that my healing process will continue. With the hip bursitis, a lot of what's online and what he shared can take up to 6 weeks. So this is week 3. But I'm just claiming, declaring, and believing that I won't take 6 weeks. And if it does, you know what? It's okay because I am still eating well and I'm still doing what I can as far as exercising. So I just wanted to share that, you know, things happen. Don't get discouraged. Don't allow it to cause you to get off track. Make sure you surround yourself with people who are going to remind you of your goal and who you are and who you've been called to be. And make sure you have doctors in your life that allow you to be a part of your health decisions. And my doctor is definitely one of those doctors. So This is Tuera from N360. Just wanted to share that my hip flexor strain really was it's hip bursitis from me having a flashback to my high stepper days back in Atlanta, Georgia with DM Thera High School and trying to hit a split and show my daughter that I still got it. And I don't. But I told my doctor, I said, you know what? Now I feel like I'm challenged because when I do heal, I'm going to have to start stretching and exercising and getting myself back to where I can do a split without a pain. And no split going to take me out. Have a good one.